Hello, hi everyone. Welcome back to my, what do you say, channel. Yes, so I'm all yours, Vikita, CMA Vikita, cost and a management accountant. You people know. So what I do is I am a faculty at ICAI, and I am involved in the orientation and MCS batches. Plus I also, teach students because it's my passion to teach. Okay, now there are n number of students which have, have many doubts. What are the doubts? The doubts are on the screen. It's all about the skill training process. How the skill training is, what does it, how do you go ahead, how do you register, is it free of cost, is it online or offline? These are the so many issues or so many doubts people have. Okay, people have. So now what we do is we are going to just little bit discuss about the flyer which has been introduced, or it has been come in the website, in our ICAI, that is cost accountant website we have, right? This video will be very short. Do not worry, I'm not going to take much of time of yours. It may be 5 to 7 minutes of time, just making you analyze that skill training activity or the skill training course which is required for an intermediate student, CMA intermediate person. Whoever is registering for CMA intermediate should compulsorily do this skill training activity. Okay, now this activity is being divided into the 4 modules which you can see here. You have these modules. First is the SAP course. Okay, this is covered for 60 hours, where you know about the SAP training, how in a finance company, how, what are the FICO model, like finance and controlling model, you have accounting model. These all modules we will learn in this finance power user course of SAP. This is covered for 60 hours. Then you have is the uh, Microsoft training. Microsoft training, where it will be given about how do you deal with the Microsoft different programs. It can be a PPT, it can be a Word, it can be Excel, it can be a publisher, and many. How do you deal with it, making things more analysis, and you will understand more better. Okay, next is a course which is being provided by the Cambridge University for 20 hours, and it is purely saying about the soft skill training. Okay, it's how do you speak, what is the personality you should have, what is the behavior you should continue. Okay, and many other things will be there, like leadership quality will be there, how your way the fear will go. There are many people who have a fear of talking in English. That fear will go. How do you frame good sentences? There will be a number of activities involved in this soft skill training. Then comes how do you file returns. Okay, you people must have known the CA articles are doing a filing of returns, right? E-filing, how the e-filing is done, that is for 20 hours you have. Okay, so these are the modules which are being associated in the skill training module session. So you people need to undergo these modules one after the other. First thing is, who is eligible to do this course? Who is eligible to do this course? So here, this is the mandatory skills, because it is a very important and a mandatory training session for the CMA intermediate students. So the eligibility of the skill training is if the students have registered for the CMA intermediate course before, remember this one, before okay, 11th August 2020. If you have registered before 11th August 2020, that is recently, just 2020 year, then you are not eligible for this skill training. Okay. So in this, what you have to do, the students, this skill training, which I said you, the CMA modules of skills, right? The 60 hours of SAP, then you have soft skills, then you have the Cambridge University coming into the soft skill session, Microsoft training, then e-filing, that is not included here. But here the students need to have to complete the old 100 hours of computer training. This is compulsory. And a 3 days CSS training, okay, as per the old scheme conducted by the chapters which you have everywhere in every state, for appearing in the both or remaining groups. If you have cleared group 1 and you're going to give exam for group 2, okay, that means before giving the group 2 exam, you need to complete this 100 hours of training plus 3 days of CSS training. Okay, got me? Now here, coming to this portion where you have registered after, on, equal to, or after 11th August 2020. Okay, then what has to be done? It has to be that you have to pay the full course fees. Okay, you have to pay the full course fees. Then it will be eligible for the skill training process. Okay, for example, you have paid the first installment only. Okay, then you will be eligible for skill training after payment of final installment. Means you have to pay the full course fees, that is of intermediate registration. The fees will be there, na, some 23,000 or 24,000 is there. The skill training which has been included in your course, which is mandatory enough, is not an extra course, or it is not being paid extra. It is been included in your full course of the intermediate registration. Everyone, mark my words, it is free of cost. They are taking that little bit of money in the fees when they are paying for the intermediate registration. So for this, very, very necessary, which I said you, if a person has cleared group 1 and going to write group 2, or either of the case, vice versa, okay, before completing the other group, okay, he has to go and complete the skill training, which is mandatory for appearing in both or remaining groups in the intermediate examination. There is no exemption for it. People before had exemption, many things they found out, but trust me, it's very important scheme. It is a very important training program. You should do it. Okay, so here you have a website, like, you know, the details are given here. You can just check out. If you want, you can note it down or take a screenshot so that it's easy for you, right? Now, there are some FAQs which people normally have doubts. What is this soft skill? Like, what is this soft skills training, and how do you go ahead, and what are these things? Okay, so this skill training is just to gain knowledge and to increase the necessary of, you know, having a person with a proper knowledge, proper technology guidance, and a inbuilt quality should be there before they go and crack a job. And to get a good job and employment facilities are more and more now. Now to crack on with that opportunities, you need to be in the pace of it, right? So for that, the institute is organizing this thing, right? So now, as I said you, these are the components of the skill training. What are the benefits? You have different benefits. You can just check out this FAQ which you will get in the website. This website you have, if you are able to see my screen, this is the website of our institute where I went into training, and there And the students, you go there, you go into training, and there you have the training under the CMA course. Okay, here you get skill training intermediate course. Click there, you get all these details here about the whole page. Whole tab is about the skill training. Different points are given. What are the curriculum, how the training is done. Yeah, the training is totally in it was before a offline version, but now it is a recorded, and some are live versions, which as and when you register, okay, you have to register in this course. After you get registered, so what you do is, after you get registered, no, they will give you a login ID and details. See here if you see, this intermediate students shall have to pay the full course amount, as I said you. If not paid, then they will not be eligible for the skill training. See here, the dates are also given. Okay, next is the skill training login credentials shall be released in the phases latest within 31st March 2022 directly to the email ID. You should provide proper email ID and phone number which you are active in it. Okay, next there will be online live version sessions, and as well as there will be recorded sessions also. As and when you get the credentials, no, there will be a recorded session, and you have to click on those recorded session and complete those course as soon as possible. After that, you see here, there will be recorded sessions shall be available for all the eligible students. Then you have to give the training online assessment test directly after viewing the skill training sessions online. Okay, you have to do this. Then what, the assessment test shall be eligible will be conducted in the May and June month. Everyone has a doubt, May and June month. One thing, these people have doubts that, ma'am, I have completed the skill training, but due to some issues I could not give the exam. You will be eligible to give maximum for 3 attempts. Okay, and there will be different slots, and which will be completed before June 2022 term. I'm just saying about the recent examination, like recent year. Okay, next, the students qualified in the skill training online assessment, okay, must have minimum score of 50%. Don't think it is 40% and pass. No, it should be 50%. It should be within the stipulated period of time, and are only eligible for appearing the exam. Remember this point. Okay, then students will receive the online certificate after giving the exam, and after they clear above 50% or equal to 50% of each module. Certificate completion for each module will be given after successful completion and qualifying the skill training assessment test. Remember, it's an important point. Like, you know, there are a number of people, those who have doubts. Now coming to here you will be receiving, the students will be receiving the regular notification, like, you know, what is the new things added in that tab, any new recorded, any live session, these all things will be given to you. Okay, and here there will be given updates, hence you have to give proper email ID and phone number, and registered email ID is very required while you do a registration. Mail ID once registered in the system at the time of registration cannot be changed, altered or modified. Hence, make sure that whatever mail ID you are giving, it should be the proper mail ID, and it should be in your like, you know, proper phone, so that you get notification all the time. As I said you, this clear online assessment test must be maximum of 3 attempts. Students receiving skill training login credentials for the June 2020 terms or already received the same in earlier but not undergone skill training shall receive activities or not clearing the cleared online assessment with stipulated time can only appear the single group. Remember, for example, you have you have registered for this soft skills training program, but you are not able to give the exam due to some issues. Okay, you are not able to give this online SST test. Okay, that means then you will be only allowed to give a single group, any one group. Okay, students who have received skill training login credentials earlier terms and have already attended, viewed viewed the recorded versions of the skill training sessions are eligible to appear the skill training assessment as and when the online tests are scheduled. See, what has happened is you have already attended, you have already seen the recorded sessions and the live sessions, all the modules you have seen. Now the online test schedule will be given, the dates will be given in the month of May and June, which already discussed. At that time you have to write the exam. If you're not writing the exam, that means you will be eligible to write any one group, right? Next, the students already have cleared will be clearing online, who have cleared and will be clearing online test assessment with the stipulated time are eligible for both groups, in the intermediate exam. You know this. Once the attendance during the skill training sessions shall be strictly monitored. Don't think like it will be easy. It will be very, very, very properly monitored, and they will properly test what skill you have learned in this duration of 60, 40, 20, 20 hours. Got me? Okay. Now, for getting more details, if you have any technical issues, these are the mail IDs which they provide. This is the skill training. Remember this point, this one. Many people ask me that, ma'am, how do we go? We are not getting that registration details, we are not getting the login credentials. Ma'am, we have listened to all the modules. Now we have not given the test which was given, declared the dates were given, but now what to do? You can just mail them. If there is any technical support, like in case you are while giving exam you have issues, you can mail them in this support, skill training support at the rate icmai.in or skill training at the rate icmai.in. Regularly 2-3 mails you should put then to get the better response. If they are not responding, I'm saying, okay. And to refer more better, the portal is purely ready with all the proper updates. This is the portal link. You can just click on this link and get all the details. Okay, I think you have clarified things now, what is necessary, why it is necessary, and so for better understanding, I thought of making this video so that you get a approach of like how things are, what are the things are, and so, right? So this was just a small video for soft skills training only. Simply for them, I wanted to give more information, and it is purely for the CMA students. So I hope you have liked the session. If you have liked it, please press the like button and subscribe our channel so that you get more good details, more CMA insights, small topics. Any doubts you have, you can just put a message or a comment there. We can just bring on to you. Okay, till then, take care. See you. Signing off. Bye bye. Stay safe, stay fine. Keep smiling.